Hello, hi everybody. Welcome to Eleanor Gray's Psychic Destiny show here from London in the UK. I hope you are well all across the world, enjoying yourself, whatever it is that you are doing. And we're here today to look at some psychic guidance and bring you those all-important messages from our angels in spirit, those loved ones who are passed over that we desperately want to connect to. So I'm a natural medium and a psychic, clairvoyant, whatever it is that we like to be called. And I've been doing this job for over 30 years now. So I've connected many, many people to those loved ones in spirit. And in the last 2 weeks, we've had some very important messages that indeed have come through. So let's see what's going to happen tonight. I'm going to use my crystal. Here is my quartz and citrine crystal ball. And I use this when I want to really connect strongly here to spirit, because it brings in lots of different planes. You'll probably see those little flecks of light as well that I like to see right in the center of the crystal. And this brings in that aquamarine, that lovely purpley shade, as well as when we look at those orangey sort of money celebrating affluent pictures of citrine. That's when we want to bring some abundance in our lives, and we all need a bit of that to share some love and to share some confidence as well around the world. We're all going through some quite unusual times, but we can overcome lots and lots of problems if we just put our mind to it. So we're going to be speaking live here this evening, or today, this afternoon, indeed, in the USA. In London, it is the evening, 7:00 in the evening, just after. So we're entering into our nighttime here and getting ready to be entertained and to look at some very powerful and different images as well that I can see here in the crystal. So looking forward, very, very much looking forward to seeing lots of new beginnings as well for you all. So let's see who we will have coming through tonight. The crystal ball does bring in very, very powerful images, and I like to use it when I go into my spirit room, which is what I will be doing very soon. We've also got some angel cards as well, and I know that lots of you really like to have a look at what messages may be coming through from spirit, and this will give an indication as to the sort of deity that we're looking at and what the very special minute reading will do for you. So Kelly in Fife is ready. Hello there, Kelly, and you're through to Eleanor Grace. And how are you, Kelly? I can just about hear you online. Are you there, Kelly?
Yes, I'm here.
Hello there, Kelly. Right then, we're going to be doing a reading live on air. For you here, Kelly, you're with Eleanor. So I'm shuffling some cards here for you now, for you right now. And I'm just going to take a couple of cards and see exactly what is happening around you. So 4 of Cups here, these are my romantic cards, by the way. And here with the 4 of Cups, you're going to be celebrating. This is coming into your life after really quite a difficult time, Kelly, or in a certain time, a time when you've been unsure about how everything is going to develop, how you are going to be responding as well to pressures and forces, external forces that are around you. But this does bode well, and it brings in the man who is close to you, the man who is next to you, and the person that you really, really want to get together with, and sort of have some connections with, and to really see exactly how you can plan out for the future. I've got him here. He wants to make a very different sort of representation to you, but this has been ongoing for a while. Here he is, and you're waiting here very patiently for him. But will he change? Will he become the person that you want him to be? Will you be happy with who it is that is going to be there in the future for you, Kelly? So all of these questions are on your mind right now. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, well, okay, all right, Kelly. I think it's just Skype that is playing up a little bit, but I do have here the initial of A around you. That seems to be very important, and there will be a court case as well that I think you've got to have some. Really good news about. You've got the King of Wands here. So this is you in a very different situation, very positive picture. And I feel with you here, Kelly, that it's important that you really drive yourself forward and get yourself in that fast lane, because you will be succeeding. So you have a lot of success that's here around you. Is that your child? Is it your little girl with the initial of A that I've got here?
Yes.
Hello? Okay. All right. Well, I'm just going to continue. All right. Okay. There's an application that is going to be made. I've got some paperwork that really does have to be looked at very carefully, Kelly. Be aware that you can really jump ahead and you can get some very important decisions that are going to be given in your favor. I feel that there's two particular pathways that are relevant here for you, and that they are going to be making a big, big difference now into that particular pathway that you want to head out onto. There's expansion in your life. I can see that here. You've got a fork in the road. So lovely home. I do like your home. Your environment is peaceful, it's calm, it's exactly how you want it to be. But you will be making some plans for changes that will come through into the future path. That's exactly what you need to do. You're going to feel very, very content and comfortable around that future pathway that's here. Now, there's a female that is not on your side. Be aware. It could be a friend, could be somebody who's a neighbor, near neighbor, but she's not causing trouble, but she is going to be in the way. She's just getting herself perhaps sort of too nosy in your business. It's not her place, but she does seem to be getting you a little bit upset. You're asking questions about her. Youngish woman, I feel, is there. And she is somebody that you will just have to be very, very careful of, very cautious of. So an important dimension that is here, an important change as well that is around you, and that these changes are really going to be making a huge, huge difference now for you. So moving forward, new job, new abilities as well here, Kelly. Is that right? Are you applying here for a new job? Let me just take some cards around you as well. Is that what you've got planned for the next few weeks?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you've got it. I feel that there's a new job that's coming there for you, and that you will be feeling very confident, really happy, and really quite sort of able to present yourself in a different way. There's good omens here. Don't be fretful. Don't be feeling as though you're like this woman here, got your head in your hands and really can't see where the end's coming from. But you can. I mean, you are going to be given guidance. Your little girl here is wonderful. She's keeping that spirit really high in you. Angels are around you as well. And I feel that with you, Kelly, that you've got this your own personal sense of psychic development that is going to uplift you, keep you going. Now, this lady that I've got, I want to go for a J. There's a J that I've got here, a bit troublesome, and a person that I want to go to long dark hair, but then she could have changed it to completely blonde as well, because I've got two people who look exactly the same here, but have changed their hair coloring. Does that make any sense to you? Do you know who I'm talking about there?
Not at the minute.
Okay, well, just be aware, will you, of that because Kelly, I feel that there's going to be some conflict, perhaps that, you haven't entered into yet, but step back from it, because these are troublesome people. These are girls that are trouble around you, and you don't need it. You really don't need to get involved. You just step back and just let them get on with it. And, just don't be worried about what they may be thinking or saying. Now, the job that is coming in, I think for you, is brilliant. It's going to give you exactly what you need, just that expert sort of route forward to give you some comfort and really allow you to be very, very settled. More money is there. More money is in your cards as well. Let's take you another one. Here we have, you being quite defensive, really, about all the situations that are coming in around you. And yet there's really no need. There's a bit of a delay. Look at this here. You've got this hanged man. There is the hanged man. It's just about inertia in your life, that there's nothing really happening as quickly as you would want it to. So just be aware, Kelly, that taking things in your stride is really going to be important. Initial of D that I feel is strongly connected as well to a friend who's going to reach out. There's a helping hand that is coming through for you. I want to go to Ben or Benjamin Barry as well. Those two names are there, but they're coming from spirit. So I feel that they may well be just helping you along and pushing you through from spirit here, Kelly. Do you know those names? You recognize them, sweetie? Is it Kelly Marie? Is it?
Yes.
Hello, Kelly Marie. All right, do you recognize those names? Do you? The initial B, and is that Barry or Ben? But it's coming from spirit. So these are not people around you on the earth plane. Do you know those initials? It may not be for you just right now, but we've got this sort of Highland fling that's going on, and I've got lots of tartan that's around the Scottish sort of feeling. So I'm going to give you that. Now, this is you rolling around, trying, I think, to get your mojo back, aren't you? Trying to get some upliftment back in your life and really allowing you to feel, well, I suppose just as though, this is a good time for you now, and that you really need to focus on the opportunities that are there for you and don't look back, because that's where everything can just get all sort of very mixed up in the melee of life. And that's not what you want to do. It's not how you're going to be. There's a great deal of progress. You may be thinking as well about a baby, because I feel that there's fertility around you. Is that a worry or a concern that you have at the moment, Kelly?
A lot of it.
Okay, it's a discussion. It's a discussion that will be had. There's more to talk about that. Crook and Flail here from the Egyptian deck. I do like to take these Egyptian cards because they can give you an indication as to perhaps not to worry. There is this inertia around you. You won't be finding out about a baby or fertility yet, but you have got the crook and flail. So that means that you're working hard. Your man is here and he is playing up a little bit, but he does actually show a great deal of love for you throughout your cards here. And what I am connecting to, there's a lot of love that is around you, and the buckle of Isis. So you've got the extremes here. You've got the extreme ends because you've got the scarab there. That's the beetle. That's the lucky symbol, actually, in the Egyptian deck. But often somebody who betrays you and who you feel is just not being as honest as they should be. And then here, you've got the buckle of Isis, which actually is that union, that commitment, often symbolizes marriage, which nowadays is often just that union of two people together. But this here really indicates just how far you're prepared to push your life forward and how you can be very happy just letting go of these problems that you're facing right now, and letting go as well of the expectations that you are really feeling as though you have. Now, when you are really getting into this different mindset, then that is very, very much how we can all travel forward. So let's have a look then into the crystal. Let's see exactly what is there. I'm just looking now very closely into the picture for you here. Well, I'd see expansion. That's certainly there. The expansion is in your life. It's a different pathway that you will take longer term, because I feel that you will literally go further over to other countries in the future. But this for you right now is just about staying calm, keeping your feet on the ground, and keeping strong. So there we are, Kelly. I hope you've enjoyed your reading, sweetie, and I wish you all the best. And I shall keep my fingers crossed here for you, particularly. Angels are with you, so just keep going. And that was Kelly there from Fife in Scotland. Thank you very much to you, sweetie. And I now have Nicole, I think it is, who is coming in from...
How are you?
Hello, I'm great. I'm great. And how are you, sweet? How are you? Yeah, you're good. Well, thank you for coming in to our show here. I'm Eleanor Grace, and I'm speaking to you from London here today. So, Nicole, let me have a little look at you and see what I can connect to straight away. I do feel that there's so much that you want to do. I feel that you're in charge already, and that you're getting ready almost to run a race here, Nicole. It's as though you're just about getting onto the starting blocks, and you want to run as fast as you can. And that's fabulous, because it does give you the opportunity to shine, and that's exactly what you will be doing. Now, you've got fortune here, fortune favoring the brave. That's what I see here, particularly in relationships. There's a great deal of love and support around you, and you are being given that. It's uplifting as well. And this comes in after quite a sad time, Nicole, quite a difficult period, particularly in close relationships. But it's the man here that I'm interested in. I'm talking about him. This knight in shining armor in my romantic Victorian tarot cards. He's the one that will actually apologize, say he's sorry to you, offer out an olive branch, and really make you feel so very much better. And you should have just experienced that. Is that true here, Nicole? Have you been through that sort of period? Oh, I'm sorry to hear it, but I'm connecting to it straight away. But you know what? I am so excited for you. I really am, because that is a blip. It's just, let's get past it. Let's get over it. Let's not focus on that too much anymore, because we're now going to be concentrating a great deal more onto the real situation, the real circumstances that are around you. And let's see what's coming in next. Let's see what the next card is. I have my deck here. These are my romantic cards here. And I'm just going to take one. Let's see what this one is. We've got this one here. Let's just get it up for you so the camera can see. Look at her, Two of Wands. This is about a union, but can you see here that you've got this man just sneaking in behind a very strong woman? Now, that is you here, Nicole. And you will be happy. You will be feeling stronger, more alert, more alive, and recognizing that it doesn't really matter what somebody else may think or feel about you. What's important here is what you feel about yourself, and that is really strong, and giving you the opportunity as well to just thrive. I see you thriving, growing, being very happy in the near future that is around you. But it's only because you're strong. It's only because you won't accept some of the ridiculous sort of messages, I think, that have been sort of thrown at you, or behaviors. I mean, it can be a melee of all of that. I do have a woman, a mother or mother-in-law type person who is causing havoc. So is that true? Have you got this older woman that seems to be interfering quite a lot here in your relationship? Has that happened yet?
Yeah, when we were first dating, a lot actually, and sometimes still now.
Okay. So it's hard, isn't it, when that happens? However, you're going to keep going because here you've got happiness in the future. Fertility is there. Doesn't necessarily mean babies, but they're there if you want them. But this is about the more near future. This is about you having exactly what you want, holding that baby in your arms there, but also feeling blessed that that is the situation. Was there a loss? I have to ask you this because I feel as though there's a loss that has been around you, perhaps a loss in spirit of a child. I've got a very small child that is sort of floating around at the moment in spirit, has been with me all day. So just connecting through to you here, Nicole. Has that happened at all in your life?
Like a miscarriage or anything, or a death of a child, my child?
Well,
No.
it would. No, it wouldn't be a child that has passed over. It could have been perhaps a missed opportunity for a birth, like a miscarriage or something that we don't really even know about. But there is this wonderful sort of child spirit that is there, and that means that often it's coming into your life in one form or another, either you or your family, near family around you, absolutely welcoming that soul in spirit that is to come into the earth plane. And here you have the night that makes that happen. So I think you've got some great happiness that is on the horizon here for you. And you will be seeing a big, big difference as well in how that works and how that operates going forward for 6 months. So I want to give you January this coming next year, 2022, very important for you. Just getting my crystal ball up here as well, just so that we can focus as much as possible onto the center here. The centerpiece is important. I like to look right into the middle of a crystal. It's bringing uplifting energies. I think as well that you are planning some big, big changes for 2022, and that there will be celebrations in your life then. And that is around your home. Your home environment will, I feel, change quite a lot. Are you planning that already? Or is this something that hasn't really come in yet? Because I can see a different location is here in your crystal ball, and you also have the opportunity to settle somewhere, put roots down here that you wouldn't have expected. So look out for that, will you, here, Nicole?
Are you saying about like career growth or anything with my future and my career?
I do feel that there's a great deal of change. That's what I have. Your environment's changing, the opportunities around you are changing, the fertility that is shown here, which is in a spiritual sense, is always going to bring in major opportunities for you. And it really indicates that that's what you've got to look forward to, that you have opportunities there to take. Depends whether you want to take them because you've been so hesitant in your life. So, it's that sort of situation where there have been opportunities knocking and you've ignored them a little bit. There's been relationships that have been quite difficult, quite defensive, the energy that is around you, but you're leaping over that hesitancy. And that's what your first card said. It's here as well in the crystal. So you're going to be taking the next phase really in your stride. And that's going to allow you to be very optimistic, I think, about your career and really focus on that. So January is important. I just see you putting roots down somewhere else next year, and that could well be because of your career progression, being asked to travel a bit more, being asked to move around a bit more so that you can perhaps instruct others. There's a higher level as well that you're going to achieve, and perhaps one that you won't expect. and perhaps one that you're not going to really recognize either for yourself. But a higher level is here, and other people respecting you and really wanting to admire you and just push you a little bit further as well, Nicole. So there's gatherings of people. There's, I think, I've got children playing here, holding hands and really sort of going round and round in circles. So I think that happiness and that sort of happy sense of well-being in your heart, and children coming in a lot during your reading, will give you indications of joy, happiness, upliftment, and a sense of new beginnings that are going to be there, particularly right at the start of 2022. In number 3, which is what I have here, you will have some good news that comes, either a letter, a phone call, 3 days, 3 weeks. I'm going to give you that. It won't be any longer than that. So you'll have confirmation of exactly what it is that you're waiting to hear. But remember this relationship, because that's going on in the background, and there have been disappointments, negativity, but now you will overcome that. You're taking a step in the right direction. Middle of August, I think there's a turning point, and you'll be making a decision that actually clarifies your relationship and where you are within your relationship as well. So I think it all bodes very well. Spirit is around you, but I do feel that it's very centered upon a child and babies. So have a look at that in your life. Come back, let me know. Let us all know what happens. Lots of people do. So there we are. Thank you for joining us on the show there, Nicole. And I am wishing you all the luck in the world for the next 6 months in particular, and also to you, Kelly, from Fife in Scotland. So thank you for joining me today. I will be here live on air with Moonstruck TV next Tuesday, same time, same place. So I will see you then. Bye-bye then.